Moving to Nashville, Tennessee is not for everyone. This is an amazing, great city. Very southern, very friendly, lots of things to do, lots of cool restaurants, wonderful family-owned businesses, an amazing top-notch music scene, and it's just a fun city. But it is not for everyone, and today we want to dive into 6 facts you need to know before deciding to move to Nashville, Tennessee. Hi, my name is Lorene Hetherington. I want to thank you if this is your first time joining us on this YouTube channel. I'm a local real estate agent in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm very proud to lead a team of luxury agents that help people buy and sell homes here in the Nashville, Tennessee area. So later on, after watching this video, if I haven't turned you off of Nashville, talking about why you might not want to move here, if you're still in, go ahead and click on our website. We have lots of amazing videos and informational statistics on different pockets of the city that you might want to explore, or go ahead and just text me and we'll set up a time to get on a Zoom or have a preliminary call to talk about what you're looking for in your move here to Nashville, Tennessee. We're all about helping you buy a house, get a fresh start, and live your best life yet. Okay, let's get to it. Here are 6 facts you need to know before deciding to move to Nashville, Tennessee. Number 1, the weather. It's a plus. We have 4 seasons, but in the summer, it is really hot. By hot, I mean for weeks, we will be above 90, if not above 100 degrees, and it is humid. So our summers are hot and humid. The worst part of the time to really move here is July, because that's right, you're going right into the lion's den as far as heat here in Nashville. We also have wild swings in temperatures. On some days, we can start out and it's 80, and by the end of the day, it can be 30 degrees cooler. So our weather is slightly unpredictable, and we do have pretty wild swings when it comes to temperatures. We do, of course, have a winter, because that's one of the 4 seasons. Our winter here tends to be fast, and it goes in as fast as it goes out, but it is a little bit chilly. So if you're moving here from California or say the heart of Texas, you are gonna need 1 winter coat. So the weather here is one reason you really wanna make sure that you do your own temperature check to see if this city is going to be for you. Number 2, houses here are not inexpensive. We get calls all the time from people who want to just come to Tennessee and buy a mansion with several acres in the rolling hills for $500,000, and that sadly does not exist. Our houses here are not cheap. It is an city, and our houses are priced accordingly. I would say if you're moving to town and you want to get a single family home, meaning a standalone structure, you're probably in for a minimum of $7, if not $850 for your purchase price of your home. You have a lot more options when you go to that 1 to 1.5 million mark and 2.5 to 3.5, which is like the home we're standing in today. You have a lot more options. So our houses here are expensive, and the closer that you get to the city, the more prized the real estate is, and that's really because of our traffic, which we're going to get to in a hot second. So our houses here are not inexpensive, but I will say our overall cost of home ownership is less than, say, if you're moving here from New York or moving here from California or Texas. And here's why. We have no state income tax, and our property taxes are really low. Also, our insurance, because we don't have any wild hurricanes or earthquakes, our insurance here does tend to be a little bit more affordable than in other parts of the country. Number 3, land is expensive. We get calls from a lot of people who want to move and build their own house. Maybe sometimes they're contractors and they're just looking for a couple of acres, and their magic buy button tends to be that $450 to $550 to buy a couple of acres of land. That is not going to happen. Land here is unicorns, and by the time it hits the MLS and you're seeing it on various sites like Zillow, that land has been picked over by about 20 custom builders. One of the things that I love about Nashville, Tennessee is we have so many really talented custom builders that build between 10 and 30 homes a year, but they have teams that are out there actively hunting every single day of the year for land to build on and tear downs to take down and then build a new house. So by the time it hits the MLS, it's been picked over by a lot of people, and you're stuck with the leftovers. So land here is a unicorn, expensive, and hard to find. Number 4, traffic is a thing here and only getting worse. We help a lot of people move here, and they have learned to be flexible on the time that they go into work or take a house that's maybe not quite what they want, so they are not stuck in the car for an hour a day. When you look at maps, the location matters. You see them on Zillow, and sometimes they look like they're not going to be that bad, but those tracking methods are not factoring in our day-to-day travel. Outside of the city, when you factor in traffic, it can lead up to an hour to work each way. And a lot of people that are moving here are trying trying to escape huge traffic jams. My daughter is in LA for a couple of years, and when she came back home for Christmas, she said, oh my gosh, there's no traffic here. So it is a matter of perspective. If you're coming from LA or really all over California, maybe Atlanta and Dallas, Texas, you're used to a more tougher traffic drive. But here in Nashville, just because of the huge number of people that we have living here and the fact that we have very limited to no public transportation, what we do have is not that great. So our traffic is definitely a thing here. Places like Washington, D.C. and New York have had the luxury of having pretty good public transportation. That is not Nashville. You're going to need a car, and depending on where you live, you're going to be in it a lot. Number 5, we have tourists. There's an inside scoop here in Nashville. We sometimes call it Nash Vegas because of the huge amount of bachelor and bachelorette parties. I personally love the fact that we have tourists because it means we're a cool it city and people want to come here, and we are grateful for our tourists. They help support our local restaurants and our family-owned businesses. So trust me, we welcome the tourists, but if you're coming here to live, you really need to be teamed up with a great agent so you're not stuck in a neighborhood where you tend to get a lot of Airbnbs, because that is a thing. You'll see those tourists even hop on tractor pulls where they literally go down some of the main streets in the downtown area on a tractor pull, usually well behaved, but sometimes they've had a lot of alcohol, so they're here to have fun. Know if you're here for a house hunting trip, be sure to vet where you're staying at your Airbnb, because your neighbors, if you don't choose well, might be a little bit loud. So tourists are great. They help support our local economy, but if you hate tourists or you don't want to be around them, you might not want to be in Nashville, Tennessee. Number 6, private schools here in Nashville, Tennessee are expensive. It is not unusual to pay between $18,000 and $30,000 a year per kid if you're choosing to go the private school options. If you are moving here, you may want to do a lot of research, especially if you're targeting Davidson County. We do have a YouTube that's specifically catered toward Davidson County and the best schools. You'll definitely want to queue that up and watch it, or just give me a call and I'll run through it with you. Davidson does have a few excellent schools, but you'll find the majority of them in Williamson County, which is where Franklin, Tennessee is. We do have very low state income taxes here, so it's no wonder that sometimes we have problems with supporting schools, because schools get money from taxes. So if we have low property taxes, our public schools tend to be not as well funded. So if you are buying here, know that you have lots of options, but you definitely want to do your research. If you have kids that are going to be in school or already in school, you want to make sure that you choose wisely. So there you have it, a list of 6 facts that you need to know before moving to Nashville, Tennessee. Again, I love it here, but there are some things that you need to embrace fully before deciding to make a move here. If I haven't scared you off or turned you off about Nashville, Tennessee, and you still want to make the trip here and find a great house, our team would be honored to help you. Again, my name is Lorraine Hetherington. I'm with hetheringtonteam.com. We want to pop up our website here. There's a contact us button, or you can simply learn all about the city through our YouTube channel, which we're so grateful that you found us here today. You can call or text me to set up a time to hop on a phone call or hop on a Zoom, and we'll kind of really drill down on more of what you're looking for. And then when you come to town, we would be honored to literally block off our calendar and have the opportunity to take you inside some of these amazing neighborhoods to find the perfect set of keys for you. We're all about helping you buy a house, get a fresh start, and live your best life yet. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.